You don't reach out, you don't check their story, you don't chase the closure they'll never give you, and for the first time they start to feel it. Not your silence, your absence. That's what breaks the avoidant. Not when you're angry, not when you're begging, not when you're anxiously hoping they'll come around, but when you're done waiting. Because silence isn't just no contact, it's a shift in power. And by day 30, it's not just awkward anymore. It's loud, it's unsettling, it's starting to echo in places they swore were unbothered. Let's be real, this message isn't for the weak-hearted. This is volume 8. That means you've already survived the chaos of volumes 1 through 7. The confusion, the guilt trips, the gaslighting, the failed rebounds. You've evolved, and I see you. I've read the comments, I've read the emails. Some of you have told me this channel has become your lifeline, your morning fuel, your go-to, when no one else understood the mental warfare of loving an avoidant. You're not just watching, you're rising. So, before we go deeper, let me say this. I'm proud of you. Proud of you for staying the course. Proud of you for choosing clarity over closure. And proud of you for realizing that your silence is a message they weren't ready to receive. If you are silent about your pain, they'll kill you and say you enjoyed it. Zora Neale Hurston. You being quiet. That's never been the issue. It's what your silence represents that makes them spiral, because for avoidance, control is their drug. And when they feel your energy detach, when they can't predict your next move, when they check your page and it's not about them anymore, that's when it hits. See, they thought you'd be stuck, looping, wounded, waiting. They thought silence meant hope, but it didn't. It meant liberation. You didn't go silent to punish them. You went silent to protect you. And that's the part they don't tell their friends. That's the part that keeps them up at night with a replacement they don't even want to hold. Because no one replaces energy like yours. No one matches the depth you brought to the table. And by day 30, they know it. They might not say it. Avoidants rarely do. But the guilt, the comparison, the weight, it's all there. Quiet, nasty, crawling under their skin. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Seneca. That's why they spiral now. Not because you're gone, but because they finally realize you're not waiting to return. Let's pause for a second and say this directly. If you're watching this and you're on day 30 of silence, or even day 3, don't fold. Because this is when it gets interesting. This is the turning point most people never reach. They break silence too soon. They fall for breadcrumb texts. They settle for check-ins instead of consistency. Not you, not now. Because once you cross that day 30 threshold, you don't just get stronger, you become scarce. And scarcity creates value. There's a reason they're checking your status more than they'd ever admit. A reason they're stalking your glow-up in silence. A reason they haven't blocked you, but still won't speak. Cognitive dissonance is eating them alive. They can't understand how the same person who used to beg for their time now doesn't even flinch at their absence. They thought your silence was weakness. Turns out, it was your superpower. Enjoyed this video? Here's how to level up with Ace Wisdom. Drop a like if this hit home. It helps more people find the truth they need to hear. Subscribe if you're ready to outgrow the old version of yourself. We break down emotional patterns, psychology, and real power moves after heartbreak. If you're serious about healing, detaching, and becoming untouchable, this is your space. Turn on all notifications so you never miss when a new video drops. Want deeper insights, plus exclusive content? Join the channel membership, Spark of Wisdom, Wisdom Warrior, or step it up a notch by becoming an Ace of Aces member. The link is in the video description. Know someone who needs this message? Share this video with a friend who's stuck, confused, or ready to rise. You could be the reason they finally let go. and step up. If you've ever wanted the full psychological breakdown of what they feel but never say, this series is your blueprint. And trust me, you'll want to watch till the end. Because in Key Point 4, I'll drop a secret mantra that one of you will comment and get pinned as the alpha of this episode. But for now, silence isn't just quiet anymore. It's heavy, it's hitting different, and they're finally feeling what they once made you drown in. Welcome to Volume 8. Let's begin. Stay focused. At the beginning, your silence feels like a gift to your avoidant ex. They convince themselves, finally, no pressure. Finally, I can breathe. That's the illusion. False relief. But by day 30, that illusion has expired. The silence they once celebrated is now haunting them. Because here's the truth. Avoidance is built on space management. They thrive when the distance between you and them is controlled by them. The moment you take control of the silence, you strip away their shield. They thought silence would free them, but now it feels like suffocation. And here's the kicker. Psychology backs this. Avoidants live in a push-pull cycle. They push you away to feel safe, but the very act of pushing activates anxiety. When you don't chase, when you let silence stretch into weeks, the pull instinct kicks in harder than they want to admit. Think about it. Day 1, they're calm. Day 7, still distracted. But by day 30, the distractions are running dry. The rebound doesn't hit the same. The dopamine from being unbothered has faded. And now they're left with the reality. Your silence is real, and it's consistent. That's when their brain turns on them. Instead of relief, they feel the creeping dread. What if this time they don't come back? Seneca said it best. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. And avoidance wastes time hiding. But when you give them 30 days of silence, you force them to face the cost of that wasted time. Your silence stops being absence and starts being presence. It's the shadow they can't shake, the unanswered question that lingers in the back of their mind. They don't admit it. They won't text you. They won't post about it. But secretly, the false relief is gone, and the fear has begun. Let's cut the fantasy. By day 30, if your avoidant ex jumped into a replacement situation, that high is crashing. The new person, the rebound, wasn't about love. It was about distraction, about proving to themselves, see, I don't need you. I can move on fast. But here's the problem with replacements. They don't replace the bond, they replace the noise. And noise always fades. At first, your ex feels powerful. They think they've won the breakup race. They get to post the pictures, soak in the attention, feed their ego with the illusion of being desirable. But around day 30, the mask slips. The same jokes don't hit. The same nights feel empty. The same conversations feel recycled. Because replacements can't fill the void of authenticity. And here's where psychology comes in. Research on rebound relationships shows they rarely last because they're fueled by avoidance, not connection. Avoidance use them as emotional band-aids, not as real healing. So, by the time silence stretches into a month, that band-aid is peeling off, and underneath it, the wound is still raw. Your silence is what makes the rebound taste sour, because the contrast is brutal. With you they had depth, even if they ran from it. With the replacement, it's surface level. With you, there was history. With them, it's just distraction. With you, there were lessons. With them, it's denial. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." That happy replacement life they're projecting, pure opinion, pure performance. The truth? By day 30, they're realizing the rebound isn't protection from the silence. It's actually magnifying it. Because here's the paradox. The more they try to replace you, the more they realize you're not replaceable. And that thought doesn't just sting, it corrodes. The replacement was supposed to bury you. Instead, it resurrected you in their mind. Every hollow laugh, every awkward silence, every fake smile with someone new becomes a mirror of what they lost. And here's the part they'll never say out loud. By day 30, the rebound has stopped being a victory. It's a liability. It's the proof that they didn't escape you. They just delayed you. Your silence forced that truth to the surface. And now they can't unsee it. See, day 30 is when the regret switch flips, not the loud, dramatic regret they'd ever confess. No, this is the quiet kind. The kind that shows up when they're alone, when the phone is face down, when the distractions stop working. See, avoidants are masters of self-deception. They tell themselves, I didn't care that much anyway. They'll always be around if I want them. I'm fine without them. But silence breaks self-deception like a hammer through glass. By day 30, your lack of contact isn't just silence, it's evidence. Evidence that you're not orbiting their world anymore. Evidence that you can survive without them. Evidence that maybe, just maybe, they weren't as important as they thought. That's when regret creeps in. Not because they suddenly become secure, not because they're ready to love, but because the story they told themselves, you'll always chase, you'll always wait, you'll always fold, is falling apart, and regret is brutal. Psychology studies on loss show that humans feel regret more intensely than almost any other emotion. Why? Because regret is tied to choice. When your ex feels regret, it's not just about missing you, it's about realizing they chose to lose you. That's a weight they can't easily bury. Epictetus said it perfectly. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Your silence is your reaction, and it's powerful because it denies them the script they're used to. Instead of proving them right, you're proving them wrong. Here's the raw truth. Regret doesn't look like tears or apologies at first. It looks like late-night scrolling. It looks like rereading old messages they swore they deleted. It looks like them staring at the ceiling, wondering if you've already moved on. And while they'll never admit it to you, by day 30, that regret is there, growing, whispering, eating at them. They thought silence would make them feel free. Instead, it made them feel replaceable. And that's a truth they can't escape. So here we are, 30 days of silence, 30 days of no chasing, 30 days of showing yourself that you don't need to beg for love that doesn't value you. And what does it all mean? It means you've flipped the script, you've taken the power back, and while your avoidant ex is secretly spiraling, pretending to be fine, pretending replacements work, pretending they feel nothing, you're rising. This isn't just about them anymore, it's about you, about what kind of man or woman you're becoming when you stop reacting, stop folding, and stop proving your worth to someone who couldn't hold it in the first place. The silence isn't empty. It's building you. It's giving you clarity. It's making you more magnetic than you've ever been. And if you've made it this far into the video, that tells me something about you. You're not just curious. You're serious. You're serious about breaking the cycle. Serious about rising out of this pattern. Serious about evolving past the same toxic loops that have held you hostage for years. So, here's what I want you to do. Hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on all notifications, because this is only episode 1 of volume 8, and I promise you, the next episodes will cut even deeper. We're going to unpack the spiral, the hollow replacements, the regret that never leaves them, and the moment you stop being an option and become the biggest what-if of their life. And for those of you who want to be more than just spectators, I want you to drop a comment right now. Let me know if you've made it to day 30, or if you're about to. Let the rest of the Ace family know you're in this war with us, because silence isn't weakness. It's proof you've evolved, proof you're not running after crumbs, proof that you've stopped playing their game and started writing your own. Your avoidant ex will never admit this, but you already know. They feel it, they fear it, and they'll regret it. This is your era now. Stay silent, stay strong, stay unstoppable. We're only just getting started.